All right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We're starting a little early here in the David McMullen Gymnasium, so we hope you caught us on time. But if not, we'll be able to catch you very shortly. We've got a matchup between the Harvey Lakers and the Bliss Carmen Middle School Eagles, who are coming at us all the way from Fredericton. They've been here for quite a while, warming up, had a bit of time to scrimmage between themselves, so they are raring to go. Lakers, of course, are ready as well. The bench looks a little smaller than it usually is. There are 12 girls on this middle school varsity roster. A lot of girls who wanted to play volleyball at Harvey this year. We have a full 12-girl roster at the middle school varsity level and another full 12-girl roster at the JV level. So lots of girls available. Must be a couple of these varsity girls out sick today. So hopefully everyone who's here is ready to play as we get ready to get started. And there is the cheer for the Lakers, and coming out to start for the green and gold, it will be number 4, Gabrielle Little, number 1, Olivia Albert, number 5, Ella Durrett, number 8, Autumn Greer, number 9, Maddie Giggy, and it looks like number 11, Elise Marchesano. So Lakers take the court. Bliss Carmen, I believe, have a full a full 12. No, check that, 11. Looks like 11 girls here today, so look for them to rotate through. Lakers with 9. As referee Al Barrio checks the rotations one last time and gets ready to take his post. And it will be Olivia Albert getting things started. Grade 8 player, one of quite a few grade 8 players on this Lakers squad. Pretty heavy veteran here as that's set up by Feltmate, and Bliss Carmen gets it over. Here's Durrett with the second hit. Marchesano passes it over. Eagles have it and snuck over by number 6, Annabelle Feltmate. And, called for over the net, so must have been a little too aggressive pushing over.
Or
Lakers lucky to escape.
Maybe a foot went over the line.
Could have been that as well. Oh, no, check that. We're actually reversing the call. So, no, it was indeed a point by the Eagles. So 1-0 Eagles right now, as it is Feltmate getting to serve as well at the front of the net. And this time there was definitely a net touch. You see the net still kind of shaking there.
A little bit of a scramble. too much oomph going for the net. Or going for the ball. And
Yep. As we mentioned, this Bliss Carmen squad has been here for quite some time, so you can tell they're really itching to get into the game, as they must be happy to be started now. And nice work by Autumn Greer.
Nice receive, though, by Anna, number 11 on the Eagles team.
Yep, that's Panasiuk, I believe. We'll hopefully get those pronunciations right. Nice serve by Greer just along the red line. Eagles forced to play it. Here's Little on the second hit, and Giggy will send it over. Giggy wasn't playing last night, so good to see her back on the court, as these girls had a 3-set matchup against St. Stephen. Durrett to Giggy, and back to Durrett for a hit, looking cross court, but that's picked up well by Feltmate. Ostabo sends it over. Ostabo again, but Autumn Greer is there. Nice work by Giggy at the front of the net, but it will just go out of bounds. And after a great rally, it's ultimately the Eagles taking the point.
From what I can see, it definitely seems like from the last time I watched, I was participated in this, the Laker girls did not have good communication whatsoever, just like then. But so far, other than that little mishap, they've had really good communications. Like, you could hear them calling the ball and say, up.
Yeah, as the season goes on, definitely something that develops well, so nice to see. Here's a serve. Overhand serve from Emma Barron, number 4. And you don't always see that at the middle school level, so Lakers are going to have to adjust and make sure they're ready to receive this. And that's something that can be dangerous in middle school when you're up against one of those really strong serving teams. Easy to get on a run. Let's see if the Lakers can respond.
I don't quite understand what that one was about. It was like a perfect up could have been had there, but I guess just a misjudge. There. Maybe she hoped that the the one that had back of court would have been able to get it.
Yeah. Either way, coaches are going to call a timeout. We've got Coach Michelle Breed down there. I'm not sure of the other coach's name, but she's the one who's a little more active right now, calling the timeout and giving them some positioning pointers. Might have been just more of a general kind of settle the nerves kind of thing, because it can be tough at middle school level. You're not used to the overhand serve, and then you're up against a team from the big city, a lot of older girls probably, and then all of a sudden it's, we're not necessarily ready for this. It takes a little moment to get calmed down.
Underhands, for sure, they go over the net a lot slower and higher.
Yep,
so there's a lot more time to get under the ball and get it up, but
exactly.
When it's an overhand, it more curves right over the net if it's a good hit.
Yeah.
And
these are good, strong serves from number 4, Emma Baran. Not 100% sure on the pronunciation there, but either way, solid serves. And here's another one. Nice field by Gabrielle Little. Gigi with the second hit. That goes high, but it will fall out of bounds. Smart play by the Eagles. So Lakers don't score, but they should be happy about how they fielded that. That was much better. Here's Baran again. Solid service, and there's another ace. Gets kind of between
Autumn, number 8 for the Lakers. She definitely is very unsure of her position here.
Yeah, something they're still working on here to kind of get figured out, but we'll see how they do. Here's Baran again. And really run away with it. 8-2 right now as we figure out some stuff up in the tech booth. Solid serve. Little fields it very well. Gigi over to Ella Durrett, who will send it. And the Lakers have fielded it. Here's Baran. Third hit will go over. Durrett keeps it alive. Gigi, and back to Durrett for another hit.
Good top spin on that. Wasn't as aggressive as you'd see in the higher ages, but a good top spin regardless.
Really nicely done by number 5, Ella Durrett, on that hit. She's serving now at the front of the net, Gabrielle Little, but she may have gotten too close. Indeed, that's referee Barrio making that call. That is a net touch, so Lakers surrender the point there. 3-9 is the score now. As here's number 7, Leah Ostabo. Little fielding. Gigi sneaking it over on the second hit, but Ostabo is there and caught the Lakers by surprise. Don't think they thought that was going to fall on their side of the net. Here's Ostabo again. Little puts it up for her teammate. Gigi again sends it over.
Good tip. The Eagles were not quite ready for that. The tip just got it right over the net, right behind the big block. They just didn't have time to recuperate and get it.
Here's Elise Marchesano now. Sends that over. That's fielded by Panasiuk. Ostabo. And it's sent over. Gigi will directly respond. It's number 2, McNabb.
Ooh.
And
the Eagles did try to tip there, but I can't tell. I think it's number 1, Olivia Albert, had a great receive, and which ended in them getting the point.
Yeah, Lakers haven't always gotten the points right at the front of the net, but they're doing well now with those heads-up plays. Here's Marchesano again. Panasiuk, and McNabb sends it over. Lakers get a hand on it, but it's not quite enough as the coach reminds them how to position those hands. And now it's Lily McNabb back to serve. Her team leading by 6.
Yeah, you should never try to go for the ball one-handed in a scramble like that, because that could only lead for the disaster. Unless you are super lucky.
It gets a lot harder to direct one-handed for sure. Service misfires, and now it's number 9, Maddie Gigi, back to serve. One of a few grade 7s on this team. That's right on the edge, but Eagles elect to play it. Feltmate sends it over. Gigi has the first hit, and that falls just on the Lakers side. So now it is Panasiuk back to serve, as gets some encouragement from the bench there. That will catch the top of the net, though.
Looked like it hit her hand a little bit too far to the left on her side, and
went pretty far across court as we are at Gabrielle Little now, I believe. Might be the sixth server. Nice work in the Lakers rotation. They score there as that goes awkwardly off the arms.
try to get it sideways, which never really ends out really well.
Ostabo keeps it alive, and Barron back to Ostabo, but Olivia Albert's there. Durrett sneaking it over. Nice work coming up, and there's a tip at the front of the net. Annabella Feltmate. She's gotten a couple of those. And now it is number 14, Madeline McLeod. Although sounds like she goes by Maddie on the bench at the very least. Here's Greer as Albert just missed timing that hit. So the Eagles will take it. And here's McLeod again. Solid service. Little, nice pass over to Albert. Sends it over, angled, but committing an error there are the Eagles. Got a little too close and touched that net, so.
Tried to get a good tip, but couldn't quite position it properly.
Yeah. Here's Olivia Albert. Indeed, we are back all the way around the service order. She got started, but I think a double hit there. Yep, referee Barrio keeping an eye on that ball. So here is Albert again. Good service as that's brought up. Good set, and Feltmate sends it over. Greer to Durrett. Looks for the back corner, but a little too much mustard on that one. It will fall out of play. And now we are at number 6, Feltmate. Another overhand service coming in aggressively, but Giggy fields it well. And Lakers can't quite get enough volume on their hits. Here's Feltmate again. Albert. And a little miscommunication there as a couple of Lakers in the region, but no one made the definitive move until it was too late. Feltmate another overhand serve. Good call from Giggy. Greer to Albert, who will just sneak it over the net. Durrett. And Greer can't quite get there in time.
Couldn't quite get it over yet.
Yep. Is there, not sure if the... Okay, no, I saw the coach motioning with hands. I wasn't sure if it was a T for timeout or just kind of giving some hand positioning. But we will play on. Service misfires. So Lakers have it. They trail by 7. Not an insurmountable lead, but they certainly want to put some points on the board in a hurry if they want to come back in this set. Here now is Autumn Greer. Good service. Ostabo. And sneaking it over are the Eagles. Here's Durrett sneaking it as well. Ostabo looking back row. Gabrielle Little's there. Giggy with the pass up front, but falls just on the Lakers side.
Looks like she wasn't quite sure where that would hit, if it would go over the net at all.
Yep. And was pretty close to the net, but Barrio explaining the call there. It does indeed go to the Eagles. 11-19. Here's Barron, and I was just about to say, I don't know if she'll go on another run like she did earlier. Guess you don't even have to say the commentator's curse out loud anymore. Just got to start thinking it.
Yeah, it's definitely been getting worse.
Yeah. Here's Ostabo with the set and sneaks it over. Nice deceptive play by the Eagles. They've gone to that well a few times, as have the Lakers. Of course, in the middle school level, you're not quite as refined in that classic 3-touch, like the pass, the set, and the hit. So the set isn't always what you expect at the middle school level. You should be ready for anything. But both teams having some success punching it over. It's Marchesano now. That comes just on Lakers' side of the net, but got a net touch from the Eagles. So Marchesano will get another attempt here. Service is a little low. So the Eagles will take over. It's
Doesn't-
number 2, Lily McNabb.
Seems like they're not taking their time. Usually you sit there for like 5 seconds, just like get the feel of the ball, bounce, then get it over. But
Big
it
service.
seems like they're rushing it a little bit.
Yeah, it could be. They might not have the refined kind of, maybe not tradition, but routine. A lot of high school players have a routine when they go up to serve. Good rally here. Here's Giggy. Sending it over, but Feltmate is there with the tip. Nice work by number 6. She's been deadly at the front of the net.
The Eagles are definitely good at finding the windows that the Lakers can't seem to close.
Nice dig from Durrett to send it over, but tipped again by Feltmate. 23-14 now. Lakers really with their backs against the wall. And again, it's McNabb continuing with the overhand serve. Marchesano is there, and that falls just in front of the Laker teammates. So we are at set point now for Bliss Carmen. Here's McNabb with a chance to close it out.
Good overhand, but
just
what
a
a
little
shame.
Miscommunication there as defender backpedaling, wasn't sure if the girl behind her was going to get it, and
Kind of just sat down and
that confusion leads to Lakers surrendering the final point of the set. So after one, Bliss Carmen 25, Lakers 14. We'll see how both coaches kind of shuffle their lineups now. So we get ready for the next set. We'll do a shout out to the folks working behind the scenes. Big thanks to our referee, Al Barrio. He's worked the majority of the games here in this volleyball season in the David McMullen Gymnasium, and we appreciate his presence here. Down at the Don Fletcher Minor officiating table, it is Wyatt Smith and Hudson Mason. I believe they are both working on the score sheet, and it is grade 9 player Holly Henry, a rare night off. But she's still in this gym one way or another. She is working the gym-mounted scoreboard. Up here in the skybox, we've got Tony Kramer, who is pointing you in the right direction with that camera work, as well as Logan Wall at the console and scoreboard position. Big thanks to you as well, Silas, for chipping in on commentary.
yeah, my season for junior varsity is over for the year,
Yep.
but definitely going to try again next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping to see some improvement after training. I'm going to train all summer.
Yeah.
Definitely try to get better.
Yeah, that's good. This was your first season playing volleyball, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
first season in 4 years, so.
Wow, okay. So you did play at the middle school level in Ontario then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I did a bunch of tournaments, and there wasn't enough students to have a girl and a boy team, so it was just a mixed team
Right.
because of how small all the schools around were.
Gotcha.
My class was barely 12 people a year.
Oh, man.
So, and the mix of five grades, 4 to 8. So, couldn't quite get a full team on either genders, but we still got the banner almost every year.
Hey, it's encouraging as teams take the court now for the second set. Now in middle school, you do try to go for as equal playing time as possible. Bliss Carmen has 11 girls, so let's see who's still out there. I believe it's McNabb, number 2, as the other 5 players on the court are getting their first game action. We're going to start with number 1, Hillary Norris, who will get the serving going. Here she is, winding up for an overhand serve. That's a great one. Little to Paul for the dig, and McMullen can't quite send it over. Lakers have rotated their 3 additional players in, all in the front row. Meadow Lee Paul, Emmy McMullen, and Anna Breed. They're joined by Gabrielle Little, Ella Durrett, and Maddie Giggy. Norris
Good
again.
overhand serve, but it did go over. It did go out.
Very smart play by Ella Durrett there, as she was getting into position to play it, but pulled up at the last minute as she saw where that was going to fall.
That's why you'd prefer to serve in the middle of the court, so that there's a larger margin of error for both sides instead of just a massive one on. Holy scramble!
Great scramble by the Lakers as
Double touch by number 13, Eden Krause.
Eden Krause, but Lakers getting away with it there as Breed extending well to make that play. McMullen, and I believe that was Paul who sent it over Really nice work by the Lakers on what looked like a broken play.
Almost had another one there.
Yep. So McMullen, I only got one hand on that initial volley. Would have wanted two. Either way, though, this lineup hanging in well with this strong Bliss Carmen team. Here's Monica Godet.
Underhand serve, but...
bit of a breakdown there as...
Maddie Giggy couldn't quite get there in time. She was a little bit too far back.
Yep, getting some clarification from the coach. Who is responsible for which area exactly? Here's Giggy, nice work. Coming up to take it, but then no one behind her to get the pass, so... Coach Breed kind of giving the girls some pointers about how to adjust there.
Yeah, usually you'd have one person at the net, which would be the setter, and then the power, and then I can't remember who the other one is, would be on the line as well. But these guys are having two at the net, which I think is what's messing them up. But I can't say anything. I can't remember. I can't even remember the numbers.
Yeah,
usually
systems will be slightly different too. As Giggy over to Durrett with a nice
Good
set.
And
can't quite finish with the hit as the timing of the jump is a little off. That catches the top of the net. Eagles will get the point. And here's number 8, Charlotte McKnight. Back to serve. Just going to send that over. Direct response.
Oh.
Sending it in, and number 5, Ava Quinn gets it over.
Looks like they tried to get a 50-50 set, but didn't quite get it close enough to the net, so they had to scramble over and get it. But, in fact, they still did get that point.
Nice work as Bliss Carmen building themselves an early lead. Giggy calling it well. Here's Durrett. Nice communication from the girls, and
nice
Paul sends it over.
Number 5 on the Eagles, Ava Quinn, tried to get it over, but she hit the net and lost the point for the Eagles.
Flew a little too close to the sun, you could say. Here's Emmy McMullen attempting the jump serve.
But she's trying to hit the ref.
Yeah, falls a little close to referee Barrio there. As here comes number 9, Monica Godet. Oh, might have misidentified her earlier. As another overhand serve.
Hit.
Little. To Giggy with a strong hit of her own. That's in the back corner. Norris keeps it alive, but only momentarily.
Number 9 on the Eagles team, Monica
Godet.
And number 8, Charlotte. They had a little bit poor communication and thought each other could get the ball, but
here's Eden Kraus now wearing number 13 for the visiting Eagles. That service just a little low, so Lakers will take over. It's Ella Durrett serving.
Score is only 5-9 in favor for the Eagles.
McKnight to Kraus and sending a way back row. Lakers, did they touch it? No, they didn't. Ooh, got lucky. As it was not intentional, it did fall just out of bounds. Good thing Lakers didn't get there in time. Don't often say that. Here's McKnight. The set from Quinn and a nice hit, but Emmy McMullen is there. Although, unfortunately, it will fall on the Lakers' side. It's a little too close to the net for the setter to get to. Coach reminding them to make sure they jump up for those. And here is number 5, Ava Quinn, back to serve. It's a high service. We got a whistle. I think stepped over the line.
Stepped over the line, just toe over, but.
Yep. So Lakers will take that, and here is number 9, Maddie Giggy, back to serve. Ball is up. It's fielded by Gaudet. But
double tap, I think, there, yeah.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, there's the double hit.
Serves, when you try to get them slightly sideways, is usually going to get called for a two or double hit. Because I actually don't know why, but
I'm sure there's a physics reason. Oh, nice tip over.
Tip.
Lily McNabb at the front of the net. She's the only girl who's played both sets so far. So showing why the coach's faith in her is well placed. Here she is again, starting the service.
Strong overhand.
McMullen will send it over. There's Kraus.
To set her, then to hit her. And it's out.
And Godet hit that a little too soon, but that's something you refine already if they're able to kind of do that 3-touch hit. That means your system is pretty well in place. So kudos to Bliss Carmen for being in that position. McMullen winning the net front battle, but the Eagles keep it alive. Hit from Norris falls too close to the net, so Lakers get another one.
I think it would have been a 4-touch anyway.
That's true, good call. Chance to tie it up now for Gabrielle Little. It's fielded by the Eagles. Little, but alas, her touch does not get the ball any closer to one of her teammates. So here's Norris now. Durrett backpedaling one-handed. Paul gets a hand on it now, but unfortunately not enough volume or other players in the vicinity. Great play from Durrett backpedaling. Still managed to keep it alive. Team just wasn't ready for it. Here's Norris. Another strong overhand serve. Little over to Giggy. Putting it up. Third hit from Paul. Misfires there as that rolls under the net. So Norris will get another one. Here she is again. Good solid hit. And Giggy getting there. McMullen will send it over. Lakers off the scramble. Trying to catch him sleeping is McKnight. Ultimately she does. Although it's a good hustle by the Lakers getting back in position after the scramble. And here's Norris again. It's up and over. Durrett to Paul, but slid just a little too soon as the coach gives her some encouragement to get back out there. 16-10 the score now. It's Norris again. Solid service and freezes the defense a little bit. So, Giggy tried to send it over. Catches her teammate Breed in the shoulder there accidentally. And that comes back to Norris.
Gonna hit it with another strong overhand. Ooh. What?
Durrett coming in there, but misfired that. Giggy was there, so might have called it a little too early as they kind of go over those defensive responsibilities.
I think in the first set, my saying that their communication was getting much better kind of put a commentator's curse on that as well.
Maybe. Well, they are. I am hearing them communicate. It's more the awareness of knowing who can be there. And that set goes high. We do have a timeout called now as middle school girls coaches are going to go over a few things.
The Eagles are leading by 9.
Well, certainly a good position to be in if you're a fan of the green and white and not the green and gold. One of the nice things about volleyball, since the teams aren't really mixing up, you don't really have to care too much about the colors of the jerseys. You can have two teams with similar colors here in the green-dominated jerseys by both squads. Take a moment to shout out our sponsors. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in the streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is in the video description. Should be a 5-set game, so Eagles on the verge of taking the second. That's not necessarily the end of the road for the Lakers. This is the only game in the gym. although the senior boys and girls are scheduled to practice at 7 p.m., so they will have to be wrapped up by then. And here's Norris again, back to serve. Norris sending it. Gigi calling it clearly. Little back to the middle, and McMullen sends it over. And Kraus kind of forced into a lift there. Lakers doing really well to score coming out of the timeout. That's always an encouraging sign. And now let's see if they can get on a bit of a run and claw back into this. Here's Anna Breed. Grade 7 student wearing number 7. But that will fall just short. As we mentioned, this is a fairly veteran squad. A lot of grade 8s on the roster, at least 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them on the court right now. Here's Paul, but that will not go.
Medley Paul on the Lakers team, number 13, tried to hit it over, but didn't quite jump at the right time, or in the right direction for that matter, and couldn't quite get it over in time.
And there's Paul sending it over nicely. Eagles can't quite respond. Lakers will get the point. And Coach, I believe now that we've got some confirmation, big thanks to Mike Fletcher, athletic director here. I believe that is Coach Kim Gigi on the sideline helping out with Michelle Breed. Here's McMullen, successful jump serve. That's pretty impressive at the middle school level. Godet over to Quinn, who sends it over. McMullen to Durrett, and Gigi winding up for a hit, but it falls out of bounds.
Hit the antenna too, I think, so.
Yeah, tough break. There was some good technique there from the girls on a few different aspects of that exchange. Number 9 now, Gaudet will get a serve of her own. Smart play by Gabrielle Little, letting that fall out of bounds.
Could have definitely been confused for a ball going inbounds because of how close it was, but it just barely missed the line.
Yeah, we know Little plays a lot of hockey, so used to tracking a much smaller puck. So maybe this big volleyball is a little easier for her. Either way, made a great call there, as now it's the Eagles having a bit of trouble with communication. So Lakers trail by 8 here in the late stages of this second set. Paul trying to get another one, but that will skim by the kind of tracking pole up the top of the net.
The Lakers wanted another one, just like the other one. They wanted more, but they just couldn't quite get it over.
Here's Eden Kraus serving for her team. Paul, nice dig, but no one can get there in time.
Their
second hit being a bit of an issue right now is...
I think there was Paul. She couldn't...
Had a really good slide to get that initial hit.
But a mistake she definitely made is she thought about it too much when it went she thought was too high, so she kind of just sat there in the way, so her teammates couldn't get under the ball in time.
Yeah, something you're still learning as at the middle school level, kind of not just the first hit, but then what are all the next steps that are going to come.
When that happens, you really want to get out of the way as fast as possible. The second you hit the ball, you back up or go forward so that somebody else can get that ball.
Yeah. So after 2, we have identical scores. Eagles have taken both sets by scores of 25-14. We'll take a quick break now and be back to you with the third set in just a moment. All right, folks, thanks for sticking with us. We are back here for set number 3 of what should be a 5-set exhibition matchup between the Bliss Carmen Middle School Eagles and the Harvey High School Lakers here in their hometown digs, the David McMullen Gymnasium. Got a few more rotations as Bree, Durrett, and Gigi are all grabbing breathers. Here's Autumn Greer to start things off for the Lakers. Feltmate looking to send it over, but that falls on the Bliss Carmen side.
Number 7, Leah, almost got it, but looks like a little bit of a miscommunication between the 3 girls up front, and she just couldn't quite get over there in time. Good serve.
Greer, no, might have stepped over. Yeah, I think stepped over the line accidentally. So tough break for the girls. 1-1 is the score in the early going. Here's number 6, Annabelle Feltmate. Little with a nice slide. Paul keeps it alive, but then miscommunication on the third hit. Both Marchesano and Greer could have gotten there. And here's Feltmate again. Has a strong overhand serve, number 6 in green and white. Nice receive from Paul. Little sending it high. Now they need to send it over. And just a little tough from the back row. And Feltmate will get to go again. This one low, will catch the net. Lakers happy to get the ball back now. And here's Elise Marchesano with a chance to tie things up in the early going. Lakers surrendered the first 2 sets by identical scores of 25-14. So definitely looking to keep this one a little closer and hopefully even get a victory. They will play 5 sets, I believe, regardless of results. As Ostabo sends it over, Marchesano, nice direct response. Feltmate to number 11, Panasiuk. Little sends it directly over, but now it's mishandled. And Lakers will score. Nice work by Gabrielle Little. Standing kind of where you'd expect a setter, but opted to bump it over. And it worked out. Here's Emmy McMullen now.
Trying the overhand serve, but again, seemed like she rushed it. And when she threw it up, she kind of had to run for the ball.
Yeah, working that timing is something that it only comes after time. Like you got to
took me a while.
Put in the hours. So there's a great serve by number 9, Monica Gaudet. She is the player remaining on the court from the last rotation. Bliss Carmen with 11 players, so there will always be at least one player staying on from the previous combination. Here she is again. Strong overhand serve. This time Albert calls it well, but that goes off the side of the hand. So Lakers doing really well calling their initial hits.
Now they just need to get it up and get her over.
Yeah, second hit is kind of the bigger thing. Oh, that sneaks over. Those are tough to play when they catch the top of the net. You're not sure where they're going to go. You can kind of freeze up the defense there. Gaudet. McMullen has that, but it will fall to the ground as Coach Kim Gigi is going to call a timeout. Just chat with her girls now. Coach of the Eagles will also take advantage of the time to remind them of a few things.
The Eagles are ahead by 6 points with 9, and the Lakers have 3. Hopefully, if you're a fan of the Lakers, the Lakers crawl back up and get this set. I don't know how many sets they're going to do. Is it 5?
I believe it will be 5, yeah.
But there is still a chance that
Yeah.
if the Lakers get the next 3 in a row,
They could still win the game overall, that is correct. Although this is a very strong Eagles squad and a deep bench. So we'll see if the Lakers are able to start the comeback. Here's number 9, Monica Gaudet. Service comes high and falls just behind the net front defense of the Lakers. And here's number 9 again. Godet sends it up and over. Albert calling it well.
Oh, miscommunication. Good receive by Olivia. Got it right over to an unsuspecting number 4, Emma Baran.
Yeah, Baran. Not sure how to pronounce that.
But that receive set them for the point.
Meadow Lee Paul sends it over. Third hit from McLeod will go.
Number 11 for the Lakers, Elise, had a great reserve on the Eagles getting it back over the net. But it was a good receive, but the person who tried to run for the ball next couldn't quite get her good.
Here's Panasiuk. And Lee Paul with a good pass. Trying to angle it over as Autumn Greer just miscalculated. That falls short. Although had it fallen on the Eagles' side, there was no one there. Risky play does not pay off this time. As Panasiuk freezes the defense again. Coach Gigi reminding them, make that first call. They've generally been doing it well. Just got frozen up on that one.
Good slide by number 13, Meadow.
She's had a few of those good slides. Getting a lot of use out of those knee pads for sure.
Oh, yeah.
On this gym floor.
I was the only one on the junior boys team that had knee pads, and I was the only one who slid. Everybody else kind of just stopped.
Sometimes it's what you got to do, right? So glad everyone on the girls here, actually both teams, I think.
There's definitely a lot of belly flops. A lot of belly flops on the junior boys team because they couldn't really slide when they didn't have the pads.
Panasiuk again on a bit of a run. She'll send that over, and again freezing up, as we'll have another timeout called here by Coach Gigi, using her second of the 2 available timeouts. Just doesn't want things to run away from the Lakers too much. And I'm not sure what exactly Coach Gigi's going over. We'll take a moment, though, to shout out our sponsors. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in the streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is in the video description. Lakers will retake the court. It's the same 6. Albert, Greer, Little, Marchesano, McMullen, and Paul. Out there for the Eagles. Panasiuk has the ball to serve. She's joined by Godet, Ostabo, McLeod, Feltmate, and up at the front of the net, I believe it's Baran.
Ostabo was their good overhand server, wasn't it?
They have a few of those. Yeah, I don't know if I can narrow it down to just one, but I believe Ostabo is one of them. Baran had a bit of a run in the first set as well, and some of the girls on the bench also strong overhand servers. Certainly a tough out for the Lakers here is
another
Panasiuk.
ace by the Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't been keeping track of that up here, but if we had, there would be a lot on the Eagles side. For sure. They're having a great day from the service line. Panasiuk again. Marchesano nicely fielded to her teammate. Little puts it up high. Albert will send it just over, but it catches the, I'm not sure what that's
I think
called.
It's called
like
an antenna.
The antenna, that makes sense.
Antenna?
It's positioned like an antenna, so believable.
I think we got confirmation from our senior volleyball boy up here, Tony, saying that is in fact what it is called, the antenna.
Perfect. Now, is that the English name or the German name? Eagles guilty of a double hit, so Gabrielle Little will get the ball back to serve. One of many grade 8 players.
Good overhand, or underhand, sorry.
And McLeod over for a hit from Burr. No, check that Feltmate.
Strong hit with a nice top spin on it. When
Yeah.
somebody tried to slide in under it. Just rolled off the side.
Yeah. Really nice hit there. Here's McLeod. Putting it up high. Albert has it, responding. felt mate to Ostabo and just punched over Albert with the direct response. McMullen, one-handed, almost kept it alive, but just out of reach for the third hit. So Eagles have really soared away with this one. Albert puts it up high. Marchesano gets a hand, but Lakers can't really recover for that third hit. And McLeod will get another one. Here she is, solid service. McMullen taking that well, falls just at the front of the net though. And it's McLeod again, penultimate point here. So Albert calls it well and just falls at the front of the net there.
It was a good receive, but number 8, I don't think she realized, number 8, Greer, I don't think she realizes that she can still touch the ball after it hits the net. So.
Yeah. Always a little confusing. When the ball hits the net, it always kind of freezes everyone, and especially at the middle school level, when you just haven't had as many games under your belt as someone who's been playing for 5-6 years at the high school level does. Your just instincts aren't there yet.
The Eagles have a much greater lead this time with 24-6.
So Albert looking to cut into that. And Albert again, little in the back row. They got to send it over. Will they? Yes, Albert sneaks it over, and Ostabo can't quite make it. Great work from number 1, Olivia Albert. Yet another grade 8 player, and she gets rewarded with the ball here to serve. And set point
Good
for the
underhand.
Eagles. Nicely done. If they can get, let's see, 16 more of those, they can tie it up.
They got this. Oh,
Albert, that'll sneak over. Ostabo was there. Good heads-up play by number 7.
What have I done? Commentator's curse.
It's bound to happen, but that was a smart heads-up play by number 7, Leah Ostabo, at the side of the net. If she had just let that go and kind of been complacent, might have snuck over and kept this going, but she's able to end it for her team there. So that will wrap up the official segment of tonight's game. Bliss Carmen takes this one by a score of 3-0. They will, however, still play some additional sets. They might not switch sides anymore. It might be a little more relaxed on that kind of thing.
Should have 2 sets left, I think. 125 and one.
Possibly 15. Yeah, depending on the timing. We did start a little earlier than the scheduled 5:30 start. However, Bliss Carmen has been here for quite a while. I think they were anticipating an earlier game. So depends on when they're all ready to go. They might have some rides who are already here.
Might be another 6-set one, because last time I appeared on stream, it was me and Ashton, and it was a 6-set. I've never seen that before.
Wow. The night we only have 2 people was the night that they had 6. That was that middle school boy? No, that was middle school girls against McAdam, wasn't it? Yep.
Some Purple Warriors, I think.
Yep, the Warriors. That's right.
We didn't have time to get the names, so we had to do numbers and then by ear hear what they were cheering, and we got like Juliet and Keenan. And
that was another game that started early, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We missed like half the first set. We started when the McAdam had only 14 points halfway through the game.
McNabb's service will fall out of bounds, so Lakers have it. And out there it will be Albert Marchesano. Giggy back on the court. Greer, Durrett back as well, and Gabrielle Little rounding things out. Nice hustle from Albert, but can't quite angle it correctly. Hope she's okay. She's examining the knee pad there after that slide, but she gets up, walking back under her own power, so I think she's all good.
Good scramble, good hustle, but just couldn't quite get it back over the net.
Here's Ava Quinn with the serve. Good call from Giggy. And
oh boy.
Lakers freeze up a little bit there. Again, it's the second hit giving them trouble. They seem to be able to call the first one relatively well, but it's knowing what to do for that second hit that's catching them.
Middle school coaches are definitely more lenient than the senior coaches, because
it's a very different approach you have to take with middle school versus high school, for sure. You got to go with what your team will respond to. Here's a number 5, Ava Quinn. Going for another
Strong
one.
underhand.
Yeah, nice low underhand, which is where you want it to be. Lakers give that one up. The pass just a little too close to the front of the net for anyone to play it with confidence. So here's Quinn on a bit of a run to start things off. Gigi with the pass, and
Oh boy.
yeah, neither Laker can quite get there in time. So Quinn again, 5-0 already. Or 5-1 rather. Oh, this one shanked off. I don't know if Durrett thought that was going out of bounds or wanted to get out of the way for the back row. Either way, no other Laker can get there in time, so that's another point for the visitors. And here's Quinn again. Sent over. Gigi, direct response now, so in the Eagles side of the court. Hit from Baran, but it's blocked. Nice block by Ella Durrett. You can hear the crowd liking that as well. There's a great play by number 5. She's got the ball now. Let's see if she can keep this going. Solid service, but coming up to play it is McNabb. Eagles trying to send it, they do. Durrett to Little on the set, and Gigi with the hit, looking for the back row, but just out of bounds. That's tough. Had that fallen inbounds, no Eagle would have gotten there in time. And it was nice work. That was definitely a set play from the pass to the set to the hit. Just couldn't quite finish in time, but if these girls keep playing together for the next few years, that'll be a strong kind of group
Good
of 3
hustle.
there. Oh, good heads-up play by Maddie Gigi at the front of the net, but ultimately falling out of bounds. I think that was McKnight who just punched it over. Lakers weren't quite expecting it. Gigi did manage to get hands under it, but unfortunately sent it outside of the red lines. So Baran, strong overhand server. Lakers can't quite corral that as Greer kind of adjusting at the last minute to make a pass instead of a set. And that will roll out of reach of her teammates. Here's number 4, Baran again. Up and over, Durrett is there. Little will send it. And there's Greer, nice work on that direct response. Little keeping it alive, but only momentarily. Had a good slide, but no other Lakers in the vicinity. And Baran will maintain possession. Had a really good run at the beginning of the game in the first set. And another nice run now. Gigi with a good direct response. McNabb sending it right back to them. Nice work by Lily McNabb, getting a point for her squad. It's Coach Gigi reminding the girls about defensive responsibilities there. It's Baran again, fielded by Gigi, but it will go out of bounds.
In one of the games with the junior boys, I think it was a tournament in Nakawik, somebody had to dive into the crowd to grab the ball.
Oh man.
But we still get the point after one of us dove into the crowd.
It's impressive dedication.
Luckily we didn't hit a stranger. I think we hit a family member of one of our players. But
Oh gee, bit of friendly fire.
yeah.
And, we got a timeout now as Coach Kim Gigi and Michelle Breed are going to go over a few adjustments with their team. As Coach Barrio just giving them some pointers what to do with the ball. Always a little awkward when a timeout is called and you're the one holding the ball. I don't know if I'd know what to do. Take a moment to thank our minor officials as well. Big thanks down there at the Don Fletcher minor officiating booth to Wyatt Smith and Hudson Mason, who are double teaming the scoreboard, or the scorecard rather, and Holly Henry, who is taking a break practicing her setting skills. She is going to be running that scoreboard once play is back in motion. Big thanks to referee Al Barrio as well. He's put in yeoman's work this season. For all 7 of the Lakers teams, we've had senior, I guess you can call them junior varsity high school girls, junior varsity high school boys. Both those teams' seasons are over. We also have the senior girls and senior boys headed to regionals this weekend, as the senior varsity boys will head to Heartland and the senior varsity girls will go down to St. John for a combined tournament hosted by Samuel de Champlain and another school that is close by. I think it's Milledgeville or something. At the middle school level, as we mentioned, this is the middle school varsity team. There is also a middle school JV girls team, another full set of 12 girls wanting to play volleyball. And finally, the middle school boys round out all the Lakers teams this season. Big thanks to all the coaches and officials who help out and make sure those games are possible. Not sure if Gigi's intention was to ice the server, but it is the ultimate effect. So Autumn Greer gets the service, and Eagles have to send it over. Greer on the response, but that will roll under the net. So Eagles get the ball back in pretty short order. It's number 1, Hillary Norris, had some strong overhand serves in the second set. Catches the Lakers unaware. Marchesano having to adjust her angle and can't make contact.
Eagles have a 12-point lead.
Yep. They're doing pretty well right now in this fourth set. Norris to Greer to Durrett. Albert will send it back.
Good save.
Great work by Olivia Albert. That's a very tough shot from well into her own zone. Sends it inbounds in the back corner. No Eagle could get there in time. Great sequence by the Lakers. Let's see if they get some energy from this one. Snuck over, but Durrett is there. Here's Albert on the set. Gigi with the hit, but Norris has it, keeping it alive, and now it's the Eagles with the hit. Lily McNabb makes no mistake. Puts that straight down on the Lakers side. Good sequence by both teams, though. So Lakers showing some signs of life here. Charlotte McKnight sends that over. Good slide from Durrett with the direct response. Durrett again coming up from her back row position to try to make the play. Just couldn't get there in time on that second one. As Coach Gigi reminding the girls about various defensive responsibilities. Service high. Durrett is there. Albert with the set and Gigi with the hit, but there's a double tap. So even though the hit went into the net, Lakers still were not going to get that point. It's number 8, Charlotte McKnight now. McKnight sending it over. Durrett calling well. Albert to Gigi, who looks to volley this time. Switching it up. Here's McNabb. Over to Kraus, sending Marchesano. Direct response and freezes the defense. Nice work, Elise Marchesano. So here's Maddie Gigi now, wearing number 9. And she has a good service. Catches the Eagles backpedaling. Durrett to Albert, back to Durrett. Direct response from McNabb out of bounds.
Good push.
So Lakers doing well responding here. 6-18 is the score. Let's see if Gigi can eat into that a bit more. Ooh, nice slide from Kraus to keep it alive, but ball comes to the team manager.
Should have dove.
Not a lot of room around the bench to dive there. You're going to find a wooden wall pretty quickly.
The curtain will cushion it.
Solid service from Gigi again. Back row Greer to Gigi putting
Good
it up.
Save.
And just missed time there at the net front by Ella Durrett. Tough break, but Lakers playing well now. Let's see if this increased confidence can gain them a few more points. Eden Kraus, number 13, back to serve for Bliss Carmen. Sends that over. Gigi on the first hit. Albert with the back set, sneaking it over. Nicely done, but Norris, good heads-up play, keeping that alive. Durrett back to Albert. Durrett with the hit.
Big hit.
Great work, and even got it by a defender, too. McNabb went up to attempt to block, but Durrett with some good power punched it through. Great hit from number 5. Marchesano now. Solid service. Durrett sneaking it over. Good play from Kraus, keeping it alive. Durrett to Albert, back to Durrett. Good adjustment to keep this rally alive, and now it's Bliss Carmen having trouble at the net front. Can't get under that, so Lakers will get the point. Marchesano with another attempt. Lakers were down by 13 at one point. Cut the lead to 10. Durrett at the front of the net. And that's tipped over by McNabb. Great play by Autumn Greer, keeping that alive. And Durrett again, good play from number 1, Norris. And ultimately, Bliss Carmen will get that. Wasn't a traditional slide. I guess a bit of a dig, you could say, by Norris. Popping that over. Here's Lily McNabb now. Strong server playing in her third set. Marchesano putting it up. Gigi and Albert on the third hit. She's, been able to make a few of those from really awkward back row positions. Those long distance hits over on the third. Couldn't quite make it that time. Here's Lily McNabb now.
Strong overhand.
Now long service gets past the sliding Gabrielle Little. And 22-9 now as Eagles close in on another set victory. Only 3 points away. It's McNabb again. Ball is up and over. Little gets under it this time. Nicely done. Durrett pops it. Norris to Barron. Back to Norris for a hit, but nice work by Gigi in the back row. And
the Lakers did get that point.
Honest call there from the coach, as Bliss Carmen coach confirming to referee Alberio did fall in bounds. Appreciate the sportsmanship there as Albert sends it over and Bliss Carmen fields it out of bounds. So Lakers down, but not out of this, showing some signs of life with their back against the wall. Here's Olivia Albert again. Good service as sliding up is Kraus. Here's Little on the set and
big hit by number 5 once again.
Yeah, showing some great offensive instincts, Ella Durrett. Here's Albert again. Fielded by number 5, Quinn, but some issues at the front of the net there. Double touch by the Lakers.
Just got caught by the cable. Couldn't quite get her over.
Here's Ava Quinn now. As Albert almost fields that, but can't quite get there, so here's Quinn again. It is now set point for the Eagles. They've doubled up the Lakers right now, 24-12. We'll see if they can bring it home or Lakers keep it alive. Albert to Durrett on the set. Little will send it over back row. Number 8, McKnight has it there. Here's Little to Durrett for another hit. And the Eagles send it out of bounds. Lakers still alive now. And I think McMullen's so used to sending it to the other side, passed it directly. But no, indeed, it is the Lakers, and it's Ella Durrett, number 5, who has the service here. Punching it over. Albert keeps it alive. Durrett from the back row. Nice scramble by the Lakers.
Good hustle.
To Bevan. And sending it into the net.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, so Lakers with a chance here. Slim as it may be. Playing well to end this set, which you gotta love. Kraus to Bevan.
Definitely not giving up.
Sent over by Norris, and really tough call by the Lakers there. Thought that was going out, but ultimately it does not. And for the third time this evening, Bliss Carmen has won a set by the score of 25-14.
Must be their lucky numbers.
Yeah, Lakers didn't win that one, but they should be happy with how they played in that at the end of that set. Has had some really good rallies. Caught some balls that were a little less than 50-50 even. And we'll see now what they decide to do in terms of a fifth set. No one seems to be packing up, so I expect we will play a fifth set. Whether it is to 25 points or just 15 remains to be seen. We'll take a quick break now before coming back to you with that final set.
Oh, I think they might. They might not. They might. Uh,
All right, so appears to be some confusion. Some of the Eagles are heading home. As we mentioned, they have been here for a while, so might not get a full set, but it appears at least 6 girls are still in jerseys surrounding the coach, and they look to be getting ready to take the court. So I think we may play maybe just a shorter set. Eagles won't have quite so many on the bench, but they still do have enough for a full squad here. For the Lakers, we'll see who comes out. Anna Breed, who is wearing on top of knee pads something that looks, I don't know if she's just taped kind of around her knee or she's got a bigger knee brace on. She hasn't played for a little bit, so not sure if
I think
some
one of them had
fatigue.
definitely. I think one of them had ice on their knee.
Okay, so that could possibly be Breed. She only played in the second set today, so she might not get back out there. Lakers still do have more than enough, and indeed, we do have a lot of Eagles out there. It looks like number 13, Eden Kraus, number 7, Leah Ostabo, number 9, Monica Gaudet, number 8, Charlotte McKnight, number 11, Anna Panasiuk, and number 14, Madeline McLeod are out there. For the Lakers, it is McMullen, Albert, Giggy, Durrett, Little, and Meadowlee Paul who has the ball to start things off. As we play this 5th and final set, just inside, Meadowlee Paul sneaks it short side. They do their ace celebration, and Lakers strike first here. Again, not sure if this is 15 or 25 points. Hopefully we'll figure it out as we get a little closer.
Commentator's curse. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I think number 7, Anna Breed. Yeah, it's definitely Breed with the ice. Because you can see the knee is red with either cold or pain.
Here's Durrett putting it up. Giggy to McMullen for the hit, but can't quite angle that. So Lakers will surrender the point on that one. And it's number 13, Eden Kraus, back for another service. It's Kraus sending it over. Paul sliding just a moment too soon. Couldn't get as under as she would have liked. And Coach Giggy reminding her, try to stay on your feet if you can, because if you can get under there, you have a bit more time to adjust. You always want to have as much of your body squared under the ball as possible. The more you have to extend, the less control you're going to have. Here's Panasiuk to McKnight. And winding up for a hit is Gaudet. Rides the front of the net, but ultimately falls on the Eagles side. And McMullen going back to serve for the Lakers. Chance to tie things up in the early going. And has a jump service. She's been working on that all night. Had a few successes, but some are misfires as well, as at the middle school level. Girls are still working on perfecting that serve. Here's Leah Ostabo. Number 7 sending it over. McMullen to Durrett.
Good save.
And I think that was Albert getting hands on it, but unfortunately falls just out of bounds. So 2-5 now. And Ostabo.
Number 2, Lily McNabb wants another one, just like the other one.
Nice hit from Olivia
Good
Albert.
hit.
Punching it through the defenders. Had 2 Bliss Carmen Eagles up there trying to get their wings in front of that, but Albert just powering it through. Great work. So 3-5 now in favor of the Eagles. Here's Maddie Giggy sending it over. That's fielded well by McLeod. Gaudet puts it up for McKnight, and McKnight will get the kill there as Monica Gaudet on the set goes back for a service. Here's Gaudet now. Sends it up over. Nice work by Gigi to get that, and Durrett punches it
Good.
just over the net. Nice work by Ella Durrett. She's really come on these last couple of sets. As Lakers kind of hitting their stride a little too late to salvage the game, but still giving us some entertaining volleyball down here. Here's Olivia Albert sending it over. Panasiuk to McLeod. Sends it directly. Little putting it up, and Durrett with the hit.
By number 5, Durrett once again.
Great work by the Lakers. If they can get a good set and put it up for Ella Durrett, they seem to have a decent chance of punching it through. Albert sneaks it over. Panasiuk is there, though. Looking for the tip is McKnight, and she finds it. Sending it over on the second touch. Lakers not quite ready behind the defensive line. So here's McKnight getting to serve now. McMullen with a good initial hit, but Madeline McLeod at the front of the net tips that right back to the Lakers. Good net front play from the team from Bliss. Carmen. And here's McKnight again. Up and over. Paul gets her fists under it, but cannot direct it up to a teammate. So Bliss Carmen will score. It's McKnight again. Lakers have it. Olivia Albert on the third hit. She's been great on those, and it pays off as Lakers will get another point. And here's Ella Durrett. Team trails by 3. Solid service. Called well by the Eagles, but fielded out of reach for their teammates. So here's Ella Durrett again. Keeping it close here in the early going. Ostabo over to McLeod. Sends it over, but McMullen is there. Gabby Little looks for a big hit, but sends it a little higher than she would have liked.
Hits it too much with the heel of her palm, and that's what happens.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, still figuring things out, like that exact hand position, technique, timing, all that stuff.
You want to flick the wrist right as you hit it, so.
Oh, had a good hit there, did Gabrielle Little, and it'll pay off. So nice bit of redemption there. As she'll go to serve now. Her team trails by 2. Here it comes. And there's McKnight playing it. Kraus sends it over. Paul to McMullen, putting it up high for Gigi with a big hit. Punches through the defense, but nice work by McKnight to keep it alive. Ostabo sends it over. Albert and McMullen hit that towards the net front end. That will fall on the Lakers' side. It's Madeline McLeod back to serve now. We'll have a rotation. 8-11, and I don't know if this tells me what I wanted to know. I don't know. It's a little less than halfway through a 25-point game, a little more than halfway through a 15-point game, so still not sure how much we're playing. Albert to McMullen. Gigi with the nice hit, and that's out of reach for the Eagles. Nice placement by number 9, Maddie Gigi at the front of the net. And here's McMullen now. Sending it up and over. McKnight. And nice extension from Emmy McMullen to keep it alive. Olivia Albert sends it to the back row. McKnight to McNabb. Ella Durrett will keep that alive. And in front of the net, Gigi with the slide. Oh.
Good save by number 9, Maddie Gigi. She got it right over the net right when it was about to touch the ground.
Yeah, kept the Lakers alive for just a bit more, but the Eagles did a really good job of responding as Lakers just double-check their rotation. Kim Gigi's going to play it safe, call a timeout here as they double-check, make sure everyone's in the right space. Especially if it is a 15-point set, you really want to make sure you're close. Lakers right in this one. Which they let some of these sets get away from them early, had to battle back from big deficits, but they're doing well to hang with the Eagles here. This coaches Breed and Gigi going over some positioning. We thank you for tuning in this week. As we mentioned earlier, the senior boys and girls both headed to regionals this Saturday. They will not play anymore this season in the David McMullen Gymnasium. We do, however, have a few more middle school games for you. All three teams will play at least once more in this gymnasium before the end of the school year. Tomorrow night at 5:30, you're going to want to tune in for the middle school boys home finale. They face off against the visiting Stanley Blue Devils. That's tomorrow at 5:30. And then next week, I'm not 100% sure on the dates, but I believe this middle school varsity girls team has playoffs on Tuesday, followed by the middle school JV team with a game on Wednesday. It's either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday. Not 100% sure, but make sure you stay tuned next week. Girls retake the court. It is the same six out there. Giggy, Albert, Durrett, McMullen, Paul, and Little. Hopefully they're all in the right spots in the rotation. Service from Kraus is good. Little to Durrett. Good hustle to fill the gap there. And Paul or Little, not sure who hit that, will send it over. But either way, they were wearing green and gold. That's a point for the Lakers. Great hustle there. And that's been one of the issues for the Lakers earlier in this game. On the second hit, not really being able to have anyone get in there in time. But Lakers doing a good job now as they seem focused. They really want to end this game on a high note. Here's Maddie Giggy. Nice low underhand serve. Sneaking over and catches the Eagles unaware. Can't get enough lift on it. Double touch there, and now Maddie Giggy can tie things up. Another good service.
Good receive by number 11, Anna
Panasiuk, I believe.
Panasiuk.
Oh, Lakers just losing that 50-50 ball as it rides along the front of the net, but ultimately falls to the Lakers' side. Tough break now, 13-11, and not sure, still no idea if it's a 15-point set or a 25-point set.
I think the coach on the Eagles team did say 2 more to go, but...
Okay, so that... Oh, got a whistle now. I think we're going to replay things. Sub was called.
Oh, hit her foot. It bounced off her foot and she didn't realize.
Lakers weren't 100% sure what that meant, but no, we will not. Oh, yeah, Panasiuk was just out there. She's grabbing a breather. Not sure who checked in for her. Giggy. And no Laker can make it for that third hit. It's McNabb. No, McNabb is already on the court. I lost track of who left earlier, so.
Number 11?
Yeah, it could be. No, I don't know. I'm not sure. Either way, McMullen with the direct response, and that'll keep things alive for the Lakers if it is a 15-point set. A reminder, you need to win by 2. So if the Lakers tie things up at 14, we will keep playing beyond one team hitting 15. 1 point at a time, though. Little to Durrett.
Good receives.
Back to Little, but a great block there from number 2, Lily McNabb.
I think we're going to 20.
We must
25.
be going to 25. Yep, no indication from referee Alberio that this set is over. So here's number 2, Lily McNabb, getting ready for the service. Good overhand serve. Albert calls it nicely. Durrett
Good
keeps it alive.
save.
And Little will send it just over. Durrett, as they just ping-pong it back now. Oh, nice work by Durrett. Ostabo, good extension from the back row, but Eagles play it into the net. Lakers win that one. This has been the closest set of the night, without a doubt. Lakers playing some of their best volleyball here in the late stages. 13-15 is the score as Ella Durrett sends it over. Big hit back row. Albert is there. Durrett getting it back up front for Gabrielle Little. Ostabo had to readjust mid-flight, and that's no good. Lakers get the point. Chance to tie it up now. Ella Durrett pushes it over. McKnight over to McLeod, who sends it. Nice dig by Durrett, keeping that alive. McMullen with the set and Little with the hit. Nice work by Kraus in the back row. Here's McMullen again. Little looking for another one, sneaks it
Good
over.
hit.
McNabb, great rally. Metal leap. Paul getting hands on it, and finally, Lakers winning the point. That was great work. I think all 6 Lakers on the court ended up touching the ball over the course of that rally. Here's Kraus. Sneaks it over, but Little is there. Unfortunately, goes out of bounds. Still a good reaction from Gabrielle Little. It's what you want to do, just did not fall in the place she wanted it to fall. Here's McKnight now. And that will catch the top of the net, so all tied up yet again.
Good play by both teams on that.
Yeah, and if you're just tuning in, Lakers lost the first 2 sets by scores of 25-14. Third set by score of 25-8. And the fourth set by a score of 25-14 as well. This has been the best the Lakers have been all night. They have the lead now here in the late stages of the 5th and final set. And punched over, but a net touch. So Lakers with a bit of breathing room now. Gabrielle Little, she's played almost every set. She might have played all 5 sets, but at least 3 of the 4 and 4 of the 5 now. Another good service is Panasiuk's going to check in, and Eden Kraus will grab a breather. Bliss Carmen coach doing a great job rotating all his players through this final set. And miscommunication there. And we may see a timeout called soon by the Eagles, something we haven't had to see all game.
The Lakers are in the lead.
20-16, they're doing well. As Little puts it up high. McNabb coming up to get that. Gaudet over to Panasiuk for a hit. Great
good
save.
Receive by Olivia Albert.
Emmy McMullen keeps it alive. Great play by Emmy McMullen. Her initial hit was blocked, still kept a heads-up play, extended with one hand, and pushed it just gently over the net. Great play from the grade 8 student wearing number 3. Good dig by Little.
You could hear the other team yelling, "No!"
Yeah, that was
because it would have been out.
Unfortunate call by the Eagles to keep playing it, but the Lakers will take it, and now they're up by 6. Here's Little. McNabb up to Gaudet, and McLeod with the hit, but Little keeps it alive. Giggy sending it back row. McNabb, net front there. Giggy keeps it. Great adjustment at the front of the net, and McLeod picking her spot very well.
From what I can see, it looked like the Eagles had a lift or a carry or something, but I guess the coach or the ref didn't notice.
Might have gotten away with it, but either way, they're still down by 5 now. However, here's Charlotte McKnight, good strong server. It's not over till it's over. Eagles definitely still a dangerous team. McMullen sends it back row. McKnight is still there. McLeod sending it over. Here's Ella Durrett to McMullen, and that's misfired towards the back.
Number 4, Gabrielle Little even called that one, but
can be tough down there. As we got a bit of an energetic room now. The crowd coming alive with this improved Lakers play.
I think we might have more Laker audience than we do
Bliss Carmen, I would imagine so, yes.
in person anyway.
That ball misfired. And it looks like Meadow Lee Paul. She's the one who gets the ball, and yes, indeed, she hangs on to it. So here's Meadow Lee Paul. 2 points to win it. Panasiuk to McNabb, and Eagles have to send it over. They do, and they find a hole in the defenses. So they keep this thing close, and it's number 14, Madeline McLeod, who gets to serve. So McLeod sending it over. That will come up short. Albert, good movement there. McMullen sneaks it over. Panasiuk with the set, and McNabb will send it. Giggy might have been, I don't know if that counted as a double hit because she got an initial block and then readjusted well. Either way, though, Lakers couldn't send it over, so 23-20 is the score. Oh, wouldn't have counted as a double hit. We have confirmation from Tony Kramer, our cameraman and senior volleyball player. Although he does play with German rules, so not sure if they still apply. Germans, of course, play with only 2 people on the court. And they wear each other's jerseys, so a lot of confusion in that style of the game. And caught at the front of the net, and the Eagles have fought their way back into it. They're 1 point away from tying it up. Here's Madeline McLeod again. Albert calling it well. McMullen with the set. Albert with the nice hit, sneaking it through.
Good hit by Albert.
Great work by Olivia. Albert gets her team the serve, and it's set point for the Lakers for the first time this evening. Let's see if Emmy McMullen can close things out. She gets her jump serve ready, gets it successfully over. Ostabo to Panasiuk, looking for the hit. Albert keeps it alive. Gigi looking for the volley. Here's Panasiuk. McNabb with the hit cross court.
And it's out!
And the Lakers win. That falls out of bounds. Great play from the Lakers. What a
Lakers
way to
won their
end it.
fifth and final set.
Some great play, and you can tell the celebration there. Very happy to end this on a high note. Congratulations to the Bliss Carmen Eagles, who, as you see, they did win the first four. They secure the official victory. Lakers, though, ending on a great high note there. Should be proud of how they played in the end as they roll in to playoffs next season. And before we go, we'll shout out one last time. Big thanks to all the folks working behind the scenes. Big thanks to coaches Kim Gigi and Michelle Breed, who are here tonight, as well as Mackenzie McDonald, who could not make it. We do not have the Bliss Carmen coach's name, but big thanks to them for getting their girls ready and here, ready to play. Big thanks to our minor officials, Wyatt Smith, Hudson Mason, and Holly Henry down there at the Don Fletcher minor officiating booth. And our head referee, Al Barrio, did a great job calling a very fair game. Up here in the skybox, thanks to Logan Wall for keeping an eye on the scoreboard and an ear on things at the console position. Big thanks as well to Tony Kramer, keeping the camera pointed in the right direction and correcting us on the rules when necessary. And thanks again to you, Silas Whitehall, for joining in on commentary.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I still have a connection to the game, even though my season's over.
Yeah, and if you're craving a bit more volleyball, make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 5:30. The middle school boys will be taking on the Stanley Blue Devils. We hope to catch you there.